Oh damn.
Ready for the jokes, Ray?
No.
Yeah, come on with it, man. I'm ready this week. I'm ready for it. I'm going to resist. So come on with it. Yeah, because I know you can come with something extra stupid.
All right, first one. The first one is like not really. It's not really. It's like it's not really asking you about a joke, but I found out that so there's two antennas met up on a roof, right? They fell in love, got married. The ceremony wasn't much, but the reception was excellent.
You fucking dick. I hate you. I hate you. I hate you. That was I can't even deny it. That was pretty funny. That was funny. It a really cheesy like a really cheesy like oh icebreaker way. That was pretty funny.
Hey, this is for I know. So how long? What is it? What did it say? Okay, so how long did Cain beat his brother?
I'm gonna let Mingo have this one. I'm not touching it. I'm not touching it.
How long did Cain beat his brother with a rock?
I don't know. How long did he beat his brother with a rock?
For as long as he was able.
Fucking dumb.
Damn it.
Oh my!
You
Wow!
suck.
That you did it. You said it. You said it.
Yeah, I broke. You suck.
Like, that's so stupid.
Oh my God.
It's
So cheese.
so stupid.
So much cheese.
Ah,
I hate it.
stupid.
I hate it.
Hey.
The first one was genuinely funny. It was funny. I gotta give
No,
you
it
that.
was. That's why it's so stupid. Because it was funny.
Why do accountants make good lovers?
I'm not answering it.
So like I know the answer to this, but go ahead. I just go ahead. I want the punchline.
They're great with figures.
Do it. I knew it. Yep. I knew that one. I think I've actually heard that one.
All right,
Finally said one that I've actually heard, and I think I've heard that one.
all right, last one. What is brown and hairy on the outside? Is wet and juicy in the inside.
Didn't we hear this one?
No?
No, that was the gum one. This one is different.
Oh.
It starts with a C, ends with a T, and has you in the middle.
So bad. It's so
Y'all
terrible.
taking too damn long.
I get it.
I'm looking at Domingo's face. Just sit there like.
I'm just like, I'm just gonna wait until the punchline comes. I was about to answer, but I was like, you know what? I don't know.
It's a coconut.
I get it. Of course it is. And there is in the middle. You fucking dick.
Nasties.
Oh my God. I love the cheese, man. The cheese is great.
I seen where y'all's minds were going. Dirty people.
Listen.
This comes from the snake himself.
Exactly.
No.
Exactly.
Hey Ray.
What?
You have any jokes about sodium? No?
I have any jokes? No, I don't.
Nah, I didn't think so.
That wasn't even. That's not even fair. That you know what? I'm done with you. I'm done with all of this. Like you just fucked up. This is how I know. Like besides nerd, because as soon as you said the punchline, you were like, nah. Like I instantly knew. Like it wasn't even. There wasn't like a thought. Like
That's all your
it wasn't
head
a
like
thought.
moves back like this jackass.
Like as soon as you said like no, I was like, oh, you fucking.
All right. I'm done.
I took special time to come up with something for us to give away for you sons of bitches.
Oh, that is a fan. I was like,
I know.
what is
Yes,
that
it's
he
a fan.
holding?
Because I have those boxes like they're like right here in the fans right here, and I had to like move it to get to the boxes that those were in that I've been saving. Because I was like, hey,
At first I thought you was doing
games.
like the Harry Potter and the Scooby Doo bag, and you was like reaching inside the gray thing, and I was like, how is he? What is in there? And I was like, that thing don't like it's holding anything. He keeps pulling stuff out of there. I was like, what kind of? I want that bag.
Like this one, it's apparently you're a young prince that's searching for a lost god, and then you befriend the spirit of a young girl and volatile child, and they quickly find themselves on the same mission. Their stories kind of intertwine. It's like I remember I looked this one up and it seemed fairly interesting. The other one's fairly new to me. I've never heard that, but this one looked pretty cool. I don't play computer games. Like I don't have Steam. So I figured, I know there are people that watch our show that do partake in Steam, and this would work. This is something that they could have. 2 games. You know, one of them's $15. The other one's $20. It's $35 worth of games. PC games.
Get them for
free. As long as
don't say it
you're
right now.
watching the show and you know what to do.
Don't say it right now.
Edit, motherfucker, edit.
I ain't fucking editing this shit. We're gonna fucking
Okay.
We're doing this shit.
Fuck it, we'll do it live there. Bill O'Reilly, baby. Let's go.
All right, ready? Is this too loud?
Your name.
Yes, it's loud as shit.
You gotta fix your name.
Yeah, fix your name, bro. Don't go by them fucking. Don't go by those humanoid names around here. You better fix that shit.
Humanoid names. He just said that you're from another planet.
You dumbass. You should leave it just like that. You are an idiot.
Tim?
Yeah, he put Tim, fucking dick.
Hey, Tim.
My name is Tim.
Tim is the safety guy. Ain't that who that was? No.
Name is Timothy.
All right, ready?
I think I'm ready. I don't know.
You got the thing. I got the
thing.
And then you got the games ready.
Right here. Bam.
Right, ready? 3.
No.
2.
No, I said no.
What are you doing with faces? I'm not gonna like dove off camera. Like no. I was waiting for the crash. If you fail, bro, you my boy. But I'm telling you right now, if I'd have heard anything crash, I'd have laughed. I'm laughing at you. I can't help it.
I'll tell you, that would have been in the show.
Every bit of the edit, bro. It's got to be in every bit of the edit.
That would have been
every bit.
I would have done one of those like slow motion, like it would have been like Goku blasting Kefla in the face.
Like over repeated.
Yeah.
It would have been funny.
With the slow motion and everything.
You see a foot like on camera stay up in the air. Oh Jesus.
That would have been right after the jokes. It would have been a blooper.
I'm ready.
All right. Ready? 3, 2, 1.
Talk nerdy to me. Get nerdy with me.
Welcome back. This is episode 25. This is a major milestone. It's the first quarter of the show. Episode 25.
Yeah. Oh, the ball of shade. I like it. Yeah. Special episode because we got Yoshi, back in the
I can't
building.
see nothing.
Episode 25.
Yeah, Yoshi
Oh,
back.
she's back.
She's back. We're your hosts. I'm your boy Snake.
I mean, go deep.
He's like the face, the demeanor. It says everything. Speed, society. Yeah. No, I'm joking. He's already said he's Yoshi, and of course I'm the Hammer. I'm sorry. I'm in the mood.
Kind of went left right there.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, I'm in a goofy mood. I can't help it. I'm happy. Episode 25.
Yeah.
Some people don't make it to 25. Yeah.
Oh, that's dark.
No, not literally. God dang it.
Like, we
Damn
talk
it.
about shows.
Shit. I forget. I have to be literal with this one. Anyway, continue.
Look how happy he is. You see that what he drinking right there? That's how happy he is. And it looks like he's gonna look like this in the end. Like my glasses on my face.
Damn shame.
I would take a celebratory shot, but nah, not right now. Not right now.
Yeah.
Oh, Snake will do all the drinking for us.
What's that?
Yeah.
He's gonna, yeah.
You know, I'm glad that you have a whole bottle of Hennessy, you know. Just make sure it's not empty by the time we finish this. Good Lord. You'll see Tyler. You're going to see him in a minute. He's just going to be leaned over.
I don't have any hypnotic to go with it.
Oh, Incredible Hulk. Boy, you telling your age. You better stop that. Telling your
Shouldn't
age.
do that on
It ain't purple.
hair.
You know these young Thundercats don't want nobody know Incredible Hulk. So you stop that. Young Thundercats. Yeah.
Buttery nipple?
She ain't got no nipples. I like it. Don't do it.
Nah.
You don't want that.
Just take a shot of Hennessy. 25 is a good time for the shot of Hennessy.
All right. Anyway, so what we got? Who's gonna go? Who wants to go first?
I think we should just
Rock, paper, scissors? We're doing the rock, paper?
I don't know. I just doing that.
I'll do it. What's up?
I think we should stick to the format, man.
Then go, just go.
Mr. Entertainment Man got it.
All right. So, welcome back, everybody. So, I'm gonna tell you about some things. I'm gonna tell you about the Hun. I'm going to tell you about coronavirus. You think you know the coronavirus. You think you know the coronavirus. You think you know the coronavirus. And, you know, if I'm getting older and, you know, I'm fighting crime, but my bones are brittle, I might just need a new suit. So with that said, let's jump right into it. The Hun. If you don't know, Mulan is already here. I know you're like, wait, movies have just opened back up, and I paid like my good 15 or 50 cents, and I didn't see anything at these movie places, whatever these places are called, these theaters, and I didn't see a Mulan. That's because it's on Disney Plus. You can watch on Disney Plus for $30 plus your subscription fee. I know it's like, what? There's a secret to it as well. You can just wait, I think, to December, and you can get it for free. But, you know,
You gotta pay
your
$30.
choice.
We watched
$30 on top of what you already pay monthly for Disney Plus to watch Mulan.
Yes. They're trying to see how this subscription thing, they're trying to see how it's going to go, because, you know, with COVID going on, people are trying to, Disney is going to be, I guess, the first trying to push the actual movies from theaters to TV to kind of see, or streaming and whatnot, to kind of see how they will work. So they're offered like I said, they're offering a free plan later, and they're offering you can pay for it now, and just to see which one is going to work better. And then I'm sure HBO Max is going to follow suit, and Netflix and others are going to follow suit. But we'll see.
That's a failed cash grab, dude. $30. Okay, let me tell you something. Mulan is not even top 10 Disney movie ever.
They
not hating.
Hold the fuck on.
Hey man,
You calm down.
No,
calm down. Hey, we watched it already. Me and Dave, we watched it just a while ago, or whenever we got home.
So you paid $30 for fucking.
You know why he getting all mad right now? Because he paid
$30 for fucking Mulan.
I ain't mad. No. First off, if you go to the movie, it's just like if you, me and Dave went to the movies up here. You pay for the tickets, 2 tickets to go to the movies, and then plus like any popcorn or any of the sodas or candy that you buy at the theaters. But we just bought it and we're sitting at home. So it's not. I mean, it's a convenience. It's kind of a convenience thing. It's about the same price.
It's a cash grab. If you
but-
already pay for Disney
it-
Plus, that's bullshit.
Yeah, he's right though, because I understand paying for it. That's cool, but you can get Bill and Ted new movie for $5 on Redbox.
Thank you.
So why
Just
not
saying, man.
like $5, $10?
$30 is a
I
cash.
forgot about that.
Mulan just came out today.
So,
Like it's not
Yeah.
in Redbox yet.
so
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, you can
Bill and
wait.
Ted went instantly to Redbox.
The
Like they
point
didn't go
is-
anywhere else but Redbox.
the point is,
You can wait.
$30 is too much for Mulan.
It wasn't though.
It
And
is,
because
bro, you're paying
out
you
of
pay for
all,
Disney Plus.
look, I don't regret it. Like it was great. Out of all the Disney movies that they've come out with to date, the live action ones that they've come out with, this was actually the best one.
It's the easiest one.
You would think.
It is.
Actually, no, the easiest one would have been The Lion King. That one would have been the easiest one to do.
Because talking animals is the easiest. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Snake.
Hey,
That is all. Mingo,
Bro,
continue. I'm not gonna argue this point.
it's an animated show going to a CGI animated show. Like
Bruh,
it's a simple transition.
Mulan is people except for the dragon.
It's a simple transition.
Mulan is people except for the dragon. That's all I'm
Okay,
saying.
Aladdin was people too.
Except for the genie.
Fuck
I didn't
that
say they
one.
didn't. I didn't say they didn't fuck it up. I'm just saying the easiest one. That's probably hands down the easiest Disney movie they could have done.
Beauty and the Beast, that was people too. Like I mean, I
Yeah,
can
but
go
Beast
on
is a
and
character.
on about all
Beast is a
the
character.
people.
Beast is. There's no such thing as a beast. They had to make that. Just
Uh,
like there's no such thing as a dragon in Mulan, but they made the damn dragon.
they didn't
but-
have the dragon in Mulan.
Well, see, so they didn't. They cut out the dragon. So how do you cut out the dragon out of Mulan? I watched Mulan for
Yeah,
the
they
damn
changed-
dragon.
they changed it just like they've changed all the other ones. I'm not saying that they did the absolute best. Like it wasn't scene by scene exactly the same. They did what they always do and they changed some stuff. But they, out of all of them, this one they changed the least amount of stuff. Like it was actually scene for scene. Like they didn't do any singing, but the songs, they actually did play the songs. You could hear the song, like the music playing in the back for what was going on. Like it was really dope. Like me and Dave were actually enjoying watching it. Like it was pretty good.
Okay, I give you that. For you two, I guess it makes sense if you were gonna go watch it in the movie theater. You're right. You're gonna pay $10 to $15 a ticket, so $30 would make sense for the tickets. If I'm paying $15 on top of what I pay for Disney Plus a month, I feel like, did y'all really have to charge $30? Like if they would have said 15, I think I would have been more okay with it. And
It's fine, bro.
not that Mulan is not good, not that Mulan is not, a historic movie as far as Disney. It's still not. I think I can name 10 other movies that I'd rather watch besides Mulan.
It's fine. It's fine, bro. Like obviously they didn't. You're not a man.
Okay.
As you see, guys, this is.
Go ahead. Finish.
As you see, guys, this is something that people are gonna constantly be talking about. Is $30 good enough for? And this is probably why Disney did this. Is $30 good enough to watch something the first time around? Is this something that you should be good paying on top of your subscription fee? Or is it better to do like Bill and Ted and go to Redbox? Or should it just be free? I'm pretty sure over the next couple of months with things coming out, more movies coming out. Remember, Marvel's coming out with Black Widow later. Who knows what COVID will be having then? Will it go straight to theaters? Will it come to Disney Plus? We will see. So shout out in the comments and tell us. We want to know what your thoughts are. Moving on, let's talk about COVID-19, by the way. Two of my boys, my nerd fellows, have been taken out by COVID. Not like death or anything, but like taken out of the picture. Like they can't do anything. They're being quarantined in quarantine hell. And I'm talking about Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson and all his family. He just announced that he and his whole family have gotten coronavirus and they're in quarantine. So, and you know, he's been talking about the Black Adam movie and the things they're trying to do there. So that's been put on hold. But just recently, a guy, you know, who likes to take a street thug and punch him in the face and then put him on the ground and keep punching him in the face, talking about his vengeance, is also, at least that's what the rumors say, has the coronavirus, and they've stopped production on the Batman because Robert Pattinson supposedly has the coronavirus, and it's a big thing. Now, by no means is the movie not going to come out. By no means is they're going to stop shooting the movie. They just, if it's him, they're just going to tell him, hey, over here, we'll use a stunt double. We'll, you know, shoot scenes that isn't concerning him. But yeah, so just letting you guys know this stuff is real. The coronavirus is just making waves, and people like Robert Pattinson and Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson is, you know, they can get that catching it too. But by no means, things are still going on.
There's a pun here somewhere.
Is it?
There's a pun here.
No. There's no way there's a pun here. Wait, no.
He's going to find it.
Don't do it.
He's going to find it.
No, there's nothing.
I know there's one there somewhere.
No, just stop it.
Batman getting coronavirus. Bats.
No.
Virus.
I can't.
Like I said, he's going to find one. It's there somewhere.
I don't know where it is, but I mean, I feel like there's something there.
He's going to have that aha moment right in the middle of one of us.
Let's just not.
Keep going, my bad.
Let's just not. So that's some of the big news that's come out. And last but not least, you know, like I said, you know, you fight crime the whole time, you know, you beating people up on the ground, you know, in year 2, you know. But what happens when you get to like year 60, you know, or something like that, you know, or year 25, you know, you're getting a little, you know, getting a little tired, getting a little gray around here, getting gray up here, you know, and the bad guys getting faster, smarter, stronger. So you would need a new suit. Rumors report that that before Zack Snyder left the Justice League movie for the first time, he was in talks with a costume designer who created the Flashpoint Batman armor suit. He created it, drew up the sketches and everything for it, and they were going to possibly use it for the Flash movie until, you know, continuity and things got changed with Zack Snyder leaving and them getting a new director for the Flash movie. But the reason why it's come up now is that the guy who did the suit said he's glad that he can take a suit that was going to be used for something else and use it for a brand new project. And he isn't saying what. Now, a lot of people are thinking that maybe it's going to be used for Michael Keaton's Batman, and maybe he's going to use it in the Flash movie, and maybe he's going to use that to introduce the Batman Beyond thing that everybody's keep speculating that he's going to do. Or maybe they're going to use it for Ben Affleck's Batman. Maybe he uses that suit and then dies or something like that. We don't really know. They're not really telling us, but that's the rumor that's out, that suit is going to be in a future DC project. So we're going to see the Batman Flashpoint suit, but it's not going to be used as Flashpoint Batman. It's just going to be used as a futuristic Batman suit. For who? Hopefully Michael Keaton, because I want to see him in the suit. I want to see him do that. Then he gets tired, takes it off, and he's like, Terry, I need you to be Batman. And he's like, I'll do it. I'll be Batman. You know, I can't do the voices. I don't remember the voices, but there you go. So that's my news for this week. So what do you think? You like it? You want more Batman? Oh, one more. DC Fandom is going to do one more event September 12th. So be looking out for that. I'll be bringing you more. I'm sure Hamlet's going to be bringing you more. I'm sure they're going to be talking about games. Speaking of games, I'm going to get my gavel and... Oh, wait, let me not knock the game down.
Game time.
I don't even know how to do it right.
All right. So in the world of gaming, don't pay attention to Mr. Snake over there. He think everything is funny. Anyway, so PS5. Once again, got stuff to talk about. So there was a I don't want to say a nasty rumor, but there was an interesting little rumor that was going around about PS5 and the inconsistency on whether or not or how backwards compatibility is going to work. Back when they first were talking about PS5, they were saying, "Oh yeah, you're going to be able to play all PS4 games. It'll work. It'll be great. It's fine." And then, like right after that, it was just like, just select PS4 games and no PS3, no PS2, no PlayStation. It was like, what? Like instantly, like everybody paused. Was like, what the hell? Why not backwards compatible at this point in time? Why not? And they haven't really answered. They pulled everything after they made that statement. They pulled that statement down right after that, and there's no discussion of any backwards compatibility. Now, I don't think personally that there's going to be zero backward compatibility, but I do think they're going to probably try to limit it. And Ubisoft was the only person the only group that has said something about PS4 games working on PS5, and they said that they're planning to have certain titles from Ubisoft be backward compatible, at least from PlayStation 4 to PlayStation 5. So my question to you guys is, what exactly is your opinion on backward compatibility? Not necessarily, we would get Snake's opinion, but we already know he usually doesn't go back most of the time. It's okay. It's okay. He doesn't go back all the time, but he doesn't normally go back because he's usually beyond, like he's done with it once he's beat it. And I get it. Once he beats the game, he's done with it.
Wait a minute. Damn it.
Personally, I know there's games that I like to go back and play sometimes. And backward compatibility helps. I'm going to ignore him because I know he's fixing to go on this tangent. So I'm getting my stuff out now so he can.
No, I actually have a comment, sir. That
go ahead, bro. Go ahead.
Compatibility.
Mr. My whole, dialogue. Go ahead.
I'm saying, like, you want to talk about me, throw me under the bus.
I ain't throw you under the bus. I simply said that you don't care all the time about going back to play older games, and I can understand that.
And I don't. But I do. Like I told Domingo, I told him this. That I wish that they had, like, when they do backwards compatibility, especially like with these newer systems, I wish that they made like the backwards compatibility to where it's any game. Like if you have an old disc, like a PlayStation disc with the PS5, like you could just take that PlayStation disc, pop that bitch in there, and you go about your and just play that like normal.
I can get down with that because there's no way in hell that disc shouldn't work in a PlayStation 5. You can't make me understand why it wouldn't work in there. So I can get on board with it.
Like I wish that they, like, even with the Xbox, like if you have Xbox, like if you have Xbox games from the first original Xbox, you should just be able to take that, pop it in.
You have to have different encoder readers to be able to read that disc.
Well, put them all in there.
Well, it's like when you have the VHS to DVD to Blu-ray. It's like,
Okay, and see, and that I can see, which is why a lot of times when you get backward compatibility, you get a digital copy. I think they should. Here's a solution. Here's something I bet you everybody could like get on board with, and I think this would be fair. I think if you have that disc, like you're talking about, like an original Xbox disc, like Yoshi brought up, like it can't. The technology is just too different. It's way dated. It's old. They don't use anything like it. But if they had something in the disk drive that could detect that it's like that game, and then maybe it would automatically toss you to the store, give you the download for free, and download it to your Xbox to where you could play it. Because I know some stuff is already digital, but then if you go get it digital and you already have a disc, you have to pay for it a lot of times. And it's like I already paid for it.
But I see where that would cause some problems, though, because then people could probably cheat the system doing it that way.
Yeah, but how much money are you making on an original Xbox game at the time of like Xbox Series X? Like, do you really care?
I think that they, like with old game cases and stuff, that'd be the reason to keep your cases. They could find a way to do UPC codes and be like, hey, this UPC code is back into permission to use, and then once somebody uses it, then it's no longer got permission to use.
Like when you were talking about like that there's the readers and stuff, the different process. I feel like we're at a point in technology right now that I'm pretty sure they can make like one lens reader that would be able to read any of those. Like I feel like that's a thing that could
I
happen.
think it is a coding thing. I mean, but how much
Like-
coding is that? Because, like you said, you went from what, like CD-ROM to like some of them are like HD
Like a black
DVD,
disc.
and then that
PlayStation.
whatever that black disc was, and then now Blu-ray.
They're
It's all different.
well, even majority of them are still CD-ROM, but you have kind of like how an 8-track is more or less a cassette. It's just larger and slightly different.
Boy, you just told
This CD-ROM is
every bit of your age with that 8-track. And I knew exactly what you were talking about. That's what's fucked up about all
Yeah.
that. But anyway, go ahead.
Our age, because we all
Yes, everybody knew what an 8-track was. Any kids watching, just let it go. Anyway, go ahead.
Kids react.
you know, you got so many years of this, and then they've changed a little bit of the dynamic. You got so many years of this, but it's still a CD, whatever. That's why like old PlayStation games could be, you could take them out of a PlayStation, put them in a CD player, and like games like Castlevania, it would read all the music because it's the same.
Yeah.
It's the same thing. And the reader was a little bit different, so it wouldn't put out video images, but it would put out the music images.
That makes total sense. You're right.
But like I said, I still feel like they like now, like if somebody actually went through the process of making it,
Probably.
I feel like they'd be able to make something that would be able to read any disc. Like
Probably.
they just
Well,
got
The
to
problem.
That's always why they just, they're starting to heavily push all digital because it's just they don't want to fuck with all that.
The only reason I'm saying is like because a lot of people like like they go out, they buy the games, before the whole digital thing, like they bought games, they have like stacks of games that they can't even that they don't really play anymore because this new system don't backwards compatible.
My take on it is that I think they should just stop. Just stop. Just go to the next system, play the next stuff. If you want to play the old shit, keep your old systems and shit, because
That's fair.
it's getting to the point where you're like, you get, what is it, Nintendo Wii could play GameCube games.
Yeah, that's why I still have mine.
You could download like some software for Super Nintendo and some software for 64 and everything.
Right.
But then they came out with it was the Wii U, but then the Wii U wouldn't allow GameCube games. Still download some of the other stuff, but not all of the other stuff.
Yeah.
And then the Switch comes out, and now you can't get any old games.
But you can get the GameCube controller. That I laughed my ass off when I saw that.
Yeah.
Like, how dare you give me the controller and know that none of the fucking games? Really?
Plus, then they go like, oh, well, this is the Wii version. This is the Wii U version. If you buy the Wii U version, even though 6 months ago you bought the Wii version because we released it, now the Wii U's got HD graphics.
Yep. Yep. It is the reason why things like this will never leave my collection. And that is a 360 version of that game. I know the light's kind of on it, but this will never leave. It's collector's edition number 1, but
I got that. I got that exact same, but I don't have the game on the inside.
What?
I kept that and the artwork and everything, but I think I traded the actual game back in.
I ain't trading in shit. It's my favorite. This is probably my favorite Modern Warfare ever.
I got new Modern Warfare.
It's like this. I have it too. And it's digital, like the steel case, bro. Like I ain't trading it. I'm not trading that in. Like this is mine. It's permanent, and it's part of the reason why I still have a 360, even though I know I could make this work on my Xbox. My one right now. But
oh, dude, I still have launch release titles of every Halo.
Yeah, bro. Like I'm sitting here looking at Halo right now on my little shelf right here. I've got Halo, like all of them. They're right here.
Yeah, I got
All of
Halo
them
3,
until I
Halo
went
4 over there, but it's in a pile to take to give to my nephews.
he doesn't get attached to
See,
anything,
this
and it's crazy because it's like it's not crazy. It's normal. I get it. He's just not attached, but it's like I kind of envy him a little bit because like I wish I could just be like, oh okay, here
Been
you
there, done that. Got the T-shirt.
Yeah, but collector shit, especially when I paid extra for that, I just can't let it go.
But see,
Like,
and that's where it goes to like the I would say you have the snakes of the world and you have the hammers of the world, and everybody's like, oh, I want to be this or be that, but the people that dictate it are the Bills and the Bezos of the world who say, let's get the hammers to buy a little bit more of them steel cases. Oh wait, they don't. Them snakes over there, they don't really care about those games anymore. Scrap it. I'm paying you this. Get rid of it. All digital. Why? Because I say so. Look at this. Look, it's money. Look, it flows out of my body because I'm Bezos. It flows out of my heart because I'm Bill. So do what I say, and they do it, and then everything goes the way it goes.
it makes sense. I just, I think backward compatibility has its valid selling points. I guess is the point I'm making. I'm not saying it's going to crush the sales of the PlayStation 5. People are going to buy PlayStation 5 just like they're going to buy Xbox. It's just one of those things where it's nice for it to work. That way, if you get the urge to play said game, you can just be like, oh yeah, I got the game, pop the disc in, play it. Because again, every once in a while you just want to play something that might be on 360. At least I do. It depends. I mean, and then I might not play it for 6 months out of the year, and then one day I'm just like, got that game. I think I want to play that motherfucker. So then I pop the disc in there and play. It's just
because my brain likes to mess with me. 3 a.m. yesterday, I was like, man, it'd be great to have a PlayStation again. It'd be great to play the driver game again.
See? See? And you like,
It's
there's no reason.
a.m.
There's no reason. Like you're just like, this game is old. What the hell would I want? Like bro, and I know it's because they've been the game is coming out and they're redoing it, but like I'm gonna tell you right now, if I had like a PS2 or like an Xbox, like a not Xbox, what PS2, Nintendo 64, 64 or 360. Anyway, Tony Hawk Pro Skater. You know what? I would totally throw the game in and play it. Why not? It's super cheesy. It's not cheesy, but it's one of those niche games. But there was something that was super fun about it. I could sit there and play some bitch, even if it's just to make people fall and laugh at it. As a kid,
I have some news for you, Mr. Hammer.
Okay.
It's coming back, or they're remaking it.
Yeah, they're redoing 1 and 2. Yeah, they're redoing 1 and 2, which I was ecstatic about. I was like, that's dope because I could totally see myself burning a few hours playing Tony Hawk. It's one of those good games that just pass time.
Is maybe that's why sometimes they don't want to do backwards compatible because maybe they're thinking, well, I'm gonna remake it anyway. I know this. I don't know.
Well, and that's the thing right now. Remasters are the freaking thing. Like right now, how many games have we talked about even on the show that remasters? Like that is 100% the thing right now. To remaster every fucking thing. Like they're gonna start doing it to movies too. Just give it some time. That shit is coming. I promise you, it is. But right now, the thing is to remaster games. It's they're gonna do it.
They already remaster movies.
Well, okay. That's my point. It's like rehash city in this motherfucker. Like, only thing that's like slowed it down a little bit was like Corona.
I'm serious. Like they do it with everything. Like they redo music. Like
I blame Capcom.
Games.
Just saying.
Movies.
It's Capcom's fault. I blame them. I'm lying. You laugh at it, but I'm not telling the truth.
Yeah.
How many Resident Evils have they fucking remastered?
Hey,
It's about to be all of them
it's
pretty
not how
soon.
many
Thank
have
you.
they remastered. It's how many times have they remastered
Yes.
Resident Evil.
And if they don't hurry up and fucking remaster 4, I'm gonna be pissed. They need to hurry up and redo it like right now. Update the graphics. That's like one of my favorite ones. Leon's fucking badass. But anyway, besides the point. Anyway, leave a comment down below. Tell me what you think about the backwards compatibility. Is it a big thing for you? Is it not a big thing for you? You know, do you really care? You know, a lot of people going digital anyway, so it's like, man, whatever. Xbox might not be as big of a deal since they have the Game Pass and the store. It's a lot of games that they want to rehash or let you purchase again are digital anyway, so you can go download them. Some of them you can download for free. They're in the store, but if you click on them like original Xbox games, I've clicked on some of those and downloaded them for free and played them.
Mhm.
So I mean, there's that too. I mean, they're not complete assholes about some of the games. They don't recharge you for some of them because there's no point. There's no point. Like I was playing Fusion Frenzy with my kids. I downloaded that for absolutely free. One of the most addictive games ever on the original Xbox. It was fucking stupid, but it was addictive. And my kids still got addicted to it. It's ridiculous. So let me know what y'all think. That's about all the news I got for now. I'll keep you up to date. I'm watching the Cyberpunk thing. I did see, Mingo, I saw your video about the jetpack, and I've been trying to see what the significance of that is. I think it has to do with world movement and the fact that it takes time to move around the world a lot. So I'm going to be watching that closely. But
Yeah.
as for now, I'm going to go ahead and pass it on over to the man in the hour, Mr. Yoshi, on his comeback tour.
Mm-hmm. Well, I have
Which
something
has
that it's tech related, but it's not like I have some new tech news, but it's not news. It's a question.
Ooh, questions.
So to go with like the video game stuff, in 2 weeks from now, on September 18th, Nintendo is releasing Super Mario 3D World All Stars, or 3D All Stars, something like that, which is going to be Super Mario 64,
Ooh.
Super Mario Sunshine, and Super Mario Galaxy for
Yo.
Switch.
oh wow.
Now, they didn't. They improved graphics from what I understand, but they didn't like make HD versions. Let's say they didn't go in and like recode stuff to make it look smoother. They just improved it to make it look a little bit better, but it still looks, more old school on each of them. And I'm seeing where people now are trying to do the same thing with that in comments on their Facebook page and everything else on Nintendo's Facebook page and like their Twitters, where they're doing what they did with Halo. Oh, it doesn't look that good, and y'all need to put more time in it. We need to see HD graphics. And it's like, for me, if you're gonna buy that game, you're gonna buy that game because when you're a kid or whatever, or younger, you play those games and you want to, re-experience that or whatever. Like for me, if they fuck with the graphics on N64 Mario, I'm probably not gonna play it.
Thank you. I'm so glad you said it because I was winding up for like one of them good old fashioned tangents about that. You don't.
Dude, I'm
Mario
so sick of
64.
this shit, dude.
Mario 64 is one of the greatest Marios of all time, if it's not the greatest one. That game was revolutionary. Period. It was fucking long as shit, but it was. I mean, it just made it even better because you get hours of gameplay, and you don't need to fuck with that game. Leave it alone. It needs to look like that because that was what made it good. That was one of the first three. It was the first 3D Mario ever. Why would you want to fuck with that? Leave it alone.
Dude, I'm sick of it, man. Like I love tech stuff, like everything new that comes out, every new, y'all know what I do for a living outside of this. I'm always tinkering with shit and putting shit back together, rebuilding shit. And
Sorry, the cat.
Kicker.
It got me, bro.
He was just walking behind him.
The tail like came across the screen. It scared me at first. I was like, what the hell? I was like, oh, it's the cat.
But I mean, it's in the past. Leave stuff alone. All these new kids on the block, these little young kids getting all these little, well, I can't beat this guy in Call of Duty, so I need y'all to fix the guns. Get better and stop being trash.
Yeah.
Stop.
See, I blame.
Oh my God.
I blame all this on
Love
like
it.
I blame this on these trends because it's just
Yeah.
like you said, what Capcom did with Resident Evil, they did that with so much, and then what Square did with Final Fantasy. But even before that, like we talk about shooters when everybody wanted to follow the Modern Warfare trend or everybody wanted to follow the Halo trend or whatever. Whenever a trend comes out, then everybody thinks, oh, all of our games should be this way. A lot of people talk about, oh, all games should be like Fortnite. It is. And it's like, no, just because that's the hype train or that's the new graphical thing at the time does not mean that every game that comes out or a remake comes out has to look like that specific game. And everybody, and a good idea of is you look at Journey that was on the PlayStation, and then I think Cuphead, which on Microsoft, which those two games came out and did something totally different, and people were upset at first, but as you see, those games went so far, and there's tons of games and tons of tech in general that have said, we're not gonna be like everybody else, we're gonna be different, but everybody's still like, well, we want it to be like the thing that's the number one thing on that I saw at the store or over here, and it's like, no, it shouldn't have to be, but that's what people do. They want to follow the trends. They want everything to be, and it's sad that it's like that, but
It is,
sucks.
and like he said, like Ethan said a minute ago, most of the people whining about this shit weren't even born when Mario 64 came out. You sit your ass down somewhere and shut up. Period. Shut up.
Yeah, dude, because I swear I'm gonna lose my mind because like I saw this last night and I was like, oh hey, tell my wife, hey, this is getting ready to come out, and she's like, Super Mario Sunshine, and I'm like, Super Mario 64. Well, there's two of the games that I want 64, she wants Sunshine. There's one more game in there that I hadn't played. I've never played Galaxy. I'll play it. But I don't want them to do this shit what they did with fucking Halo and be like, oh, it's going to get released on this day, but somebody's going to bitch about it. And, oh, it's not techie. It's not fucking new enough. So now we got to push it the release date back. And it's just like,
You know what? I think if you weren't born when the game was out, you do not have a comment. It should be irrelevant. They should look at that shit and see how old that person is. If they're fucking 16, go away. Go away. You have nothing to say. You shut your mouth.
Right.
You're young.
Okay, well now that I got that out of the way, I feel better. My real tech news is about the 3000 series NVIDIA GPUs. 3 days ago, NVIDIA had their launch expose on it. So the architecture is Ampere. It's going to be PCIe Gen 4, a 370, and I saw this overnight. I look for used computer parts every now and then because I'm like, I want to upgrade my stuff because I have some older stuff. I don't have the brand new crap because it's all expensive.
Yeah.
So I looked the other day on like Facebook Marketplace and I looked for computer parts. Well, I see old graphics cards, like 2 generations old. Well, then last night I looked again, and overnight everybody's selling, oh, I got a 2070, I've got a 2080, I've got a 2080 Ti.
It's like
why are they selling all these old? Why are they selling all these 2080s that like just hit the market at the beginning of the year?
Yeah, I was going to say they're like 7 months old.
So what's happening is the new 3070 series. So they've got 3070, 3080, 3080 Ti. So that, previous series was 2070 or 2060, 2070, 2080, So the 3070, which is supposed to be the entry level 3000 series, is going to start at about $500 and is going to be twice as capable as the previous 2080 Ti. That's how far a leap in technology they went with this graphics card.
Okay,
So you're going this year. You're going to be able to spend $500 and have twice as good as graphics, according to what they're saying. Now you got to wait for reviews, but if it gets even close to that, the previous graphics card where this new one's supposed to be going past, that one started at $1,500.
shit.
You're at a third of the price, and you're already doing better. That's what everybody's doing. They're trying to sell their stuff because they're like, you can't get your money back on it. So now they're trying to get rid of it so they can get the new stuff when it comes out. And I think it's like a month or two from now.
Wow.
But the reason this is possible is because they're going down to 8 nanometer chip, which Samsung helped them fully develop from ground up. Now Samsung has been part of them, like helping them this whole time, but this is the first time that they've like, hey, we want to build this shit together, and it's just going to be us two. Nobody else is going to be involved. So they were able to increase the transistor counts, and the transistor counts have more than doubled per millimeter on the chipsets. So they went from, in total, 13.6 billion transistors inside of the graphics card in the previous series to 28 billion transistors inside the graphics card right now. 28 billion transistors.
$500.
That big.
That
As big as two hands, and there's 28 billion little transistors in there
that's
moving power.
Well, Snake, looks like they probably can make you a little reading chip if they could do that. For real.
yeah. Yeah.
And on the 3070, it's going to have 8 gigabytes of DDR6, which is the new step up or whatever of RAM for the memory. But it's going to run at 14 gigabytes a second, which the 2080 Ti had 11 gigabytes of DDR6, but it was only running at 14 gigabits per second. So
Wow.
this one, by specs, is using less, running better. And then the newest one, the newest flagship, is going to be 10 gigabytes DDR6 running at 19 gigabytes per second. But that's not the TI version. The TI version is supposed to be 24 gigabytes per second on memory speed.
Wow.
So top tier $1,500 now, they a handful of people that are like influencers and everything, they rolled out an 8K monitor. The 3080 Ti was playing 8K at 60 frames a second and not having any stuttering or anything, any issues.
Wow.
8K.
That's nuts.
And 8K is not even mainstream.
It's not.
We're just now getting 4K on everything. So this new set of graphics cards just completely, like, everybody is just dumbfounded. If you go on YouTube and you watch anybody that's a strong influencer in computers, like Linus Tech Tips or whatever, they're all being blown away by this new architecture.
Wow.
So what you're saying is sooner, so I don't have to wait till I'm like 80 to get into a virtual world. I might be actually get there pretty soon than I thought. I'm down with that. I'm down with it. Snake, we gonna get there. We getting there. We gonna get there. Sword Online, we're gonna be there.
I have to do more research on it. I don't want to do like a segment about it because I haven't researched it enough. But there's a dude working on virtual reality architecture, kind of like how we have Unreal Engine, right? Unreal Engine powers this game or this
Unreal Engine is
whatever.
Ridiculous.
Well, this architecture he's working on is if I'm in my 5x5 space playing a VR game, I can move in my 5x5 space. And right now in VR, like mainstream VR, if you move in that space, you have to kind of like move forward and then you're going to back up and then you have to move forward again to like keep going forward in what you're playing or whatever. Or you have to use a little point and click. Well, in his architecture, if you're moving forward or you move to the side, you move back, you're going to equivalently what you would take as a normal step in real life, going to take a normal step in that VR. So in a 5x5 space, you can explore a mansion and never leave your 5x5 space and never run into your wall.
Yeah. Snake, you're not getting excited. This is what we want. This is what you've been wanting.
This is unprecedented. This ridiculous power, hands down. Like, this is one of the reasons why PC, again, just jumped, 5 feet in front of, or 5 steps in front of console again. Not to be, it's not to shame console because I'm getting a new console.
Well,
yeah.
It's just
they're actually NVIDIA's releasing a little sooner than anticipated because of PlayStation 5 and because of Xbox Series X. They decided that to get a one-up on the new console sales, they were going to go ahead and release. So
it makes sense. That makes sense. And it's also impressive that they were concerned with consoles.
Mm-hmm.
It says a lot about the consoles if people that are heavy computer,
that's what I was going to
make parts for them. If they're concerned enough to have to do all this, that's saying something for your console. So
that's what I was going to point out. Okay, so with Xbox One X, we knew, what was it? How many teraflops was it? It was 6 teraflops or whatever.
Yeah, 6 point something teraflops.
To put the 30 series in retrospective, don't quote me on this because I might get this a little wrong because I just looked at this information. The 3070 is putting out over 400 teraflops of power. The TI version, 3080, is going to be like 900 and something, 950 something.
Wow. And I know why they did that. I know why. Because it was the big thing of, what was the thing that they asked about the new consoles? Is it going to be able to where we can switch out parts? And of course, for console sales, no, they're not going to have it to where you can take out a hard drive or take out, the DDS drive and all that. No. Why? Because if you did that, then you won't buy a new console later, 9 times out of 10. So they're like, well, then we'll just market for a PC and we'll show you how much power you could have. So I don't know. Maybe next year, if everything, or not next year, the next decade of games, once this console generation is over, maybe they'll finally get the picture that they need to go digital and do it that way. And then just maybe, who knows?
159. 159. That would be, that one graphics card is going to be the equivalent of 159 One X Xboxes. Which, no matter what anybody says, when you look at the actual performance specs of PlayStation right now and Xbox right now, Xbox does have better performance. Like measurable performance. Not saying it looks better because I know somebody will go, it doesn't look any better. I don't really give a fuck. Measurable performance. That's the equivalent of having 159 1Xs running one thing.
That's still dope.
Makes sense.
Fucking insane. Probably just as insane as whatever anime stuff Mr. Snake over there's got.
Ooh, say.
Snake.
I really don't have that much. Like all the basically waiting on all the shows to come out in October. So
You know how the shows come out in October because I'm not caught.
Shut up. You had the mic. Every time you talk, you steal the mic.
Damn it, it's funny.
God. Anyway, but now October is the day. Basically, that October is the month when all the anime is coming out with is starting for their manga releases, but also the anime on Crunchyroll releases. So October is the time to actually go get caught up if you're not. But yeah, I've been watching just some regular animes I've been following. Nothing really big's kind of been going on right now. I did come across a new comic. What's it? ComicCon. New comic that it's actually Venom's first symbiote, or Venom's first host is what it's called. It is really awesome. So that is definitely one I would suggest you go to read. You can look it up. It's just Venom's first host. You can read through it. Yeah, it's pretty cool. They have a new symbiote called it's actually like Venom, another Venom host, not host, but like a child.
Offspring.
Yeah, offspring. And it actually fuses with Eddie Brock and has like a whole new beast. Like it's awesome.
That's dope.
Yeah, and then it actually ends up lobotomizing a person and taking the body, and it's its own freaking person now. So go read it and be amazed like me. Like it's really good. I actually wanted to see if there's any more comics, like where it goes next. You know, like it's pretty cool. And it actually gives a backstory type of thing with Venom, and where he came, the world he came from, and stuff like that. So it's dope.
Metal.
You smelling something?
Ooh, Metal Alchemist.
Showing my Full Metal Alchemist shirt, man. I mean, who didn't like to watch Full Metal Alchemist?
Full Metal was awesome.
Yeah.
Depends which one.
Yeah.
But I'm not doing that because I had years back I had a big debate with a friend of ours. He's really good in the other Dragon Ball fighting game. But James, we had a big debate about Brotherhood versus regular Alchemist, and I'm not gonna go there. But I'm just saying, we're not gonna go there. Not gonna go there. I was very passionate.
You don't want to argue with James with Full Metal, like.
Oh, I did.
Uh,
I won.
Well,
Vic is his dude. Like we met him at ComicCon, and then like. It's a funny story.
He fangirl, didn't he?
Huh?
He fangirl out. He did, didn't he?
Yeah. Like,
yeah.
Well, he met Vic, and like, you know, like when you go meet people at Comic-Con, like you can actually get them to talk like their characters for you. Like Domingo sitting there battling out with
Chris.
Chris Sabat. he was like Vegeta's voice, and they were going back and
So
back
funny.
and forth. Vegeta, why are you copying me? Like, you know, it was like
Yeah, I did.
That's the thing. That's right. You did tell me that happened.
Yeah.
You know what? This is another work time discussion that we'll have next week. In-depth conversation. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Vic, he asked Vic to he like, you know, he's basically just talking that he's a big fan and everything, and he asked him to say some lines. Well, you know, usually like they're at Comic Cons all day, and sometimes like Sean Schimmel, you know, he does, everybody wants him to do the Kamehameha, you know, like Kaioken, you know, like all that, like his voice, you know, their voices like
it wore out.
Getting wore out, you know. Well, anyway, so Vic actually is like leans over and he whispers in his ear, like and I'm sitting on the other side, and all I see is James's face. He's like,
Shout out to James.
It brought
Shout
a
out.
tear to his face. It was awesome. Like
Epicness.
yeah, it was dope. Like that. Comic-Con, if you have not been to Comic-Con, you need to go to Comic-Con.
Yes, do not deprive
And it
yourself.
comes back, of course.
I met Topanga. That is all.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We had fun times. We met a lot of people.
Great times. Yeah.
Yeah.
He did the head thing and everything, did the neck thing. He's like, yeah.
I think that's really all I had, really, because like I said, I'm waiting for October for these new animes to come out. There's a lot of new mangas that are getting their anime adaptations. So I'm waiting for those. Those are going to be actually interesting to see transition. I really didn't have that much today.
Do you have like a name of one or two of those mangas that may be transitioning possibly? I want to go look them up.
Kaiju number 8. That one's actually, I talked about that one. Couple, if not last episode before last. Then there's Chainsaw Man. It's actually doing pretty well. It's kind of weird. It's an interesting anime. That and then what's another one? There's keep trying to remember how to say that name. Jujutsu Kaisen. That one's actually doing real well too. That one's actually coming up. There's a lot. I'm just kind of bouncing around, but yeah, like October is going to be pretty packed. So, that's what I was going to. I just found out that the Dr.Stone season 2 will be coming in January. So I've been waiting on that one since I finished the first one.
Yeah.
So that I can't wait for that in January. So now I just gotta wait for freaking January to get it.
But yeah, I asked that question because like one of my sister, like we got family. Everybody has family, friends that dive into anime and whatnot. But my sister, she really likes the voices, and she likes to, whenever a new manga is transitioning over to anime, and she wants to know, I wonder who will play this. Kind of like if who can, like Iron Man's dead in Marvel, spoiler, sorry. And you're like, I wonder if they bring a new Iron Man in, who could play the next Iron Man, and everybody speculates. It's kind of the same thing. So it's like, do you want a Chris Sabat type dude to play like a Piccolo character guy to come in there? Do you want someone who can play like the dude that was on Naruto, Lee? Do you want somebody like Dr. Stone, that type of character, or whatever? Like who do you want? Me personally, I would love to see Tommy himself, Jason David Frank, play somebody in anime. Because I mean, I know he does a lot of like you know, Power Ranger stuff, but I want to see him just get in there and do an anime to be like, guys, it's me. Or whatever. I don't know how I can't do his voice yet. Maybe one day, but I just want to see him do something. And I'll be like, wait a minute, that's Tommy, bro. That's Tommy. That's Tommy.
He's done voices before. Now he's done. Did you know that he was in Urkel?
I think you did tell me that.
I mean, well, you know, Family Matters.
Family Matters. Yeah.
It was like one of his first gigs that he had. He actually got beat up by Urkel. He wasn't anything with the Power Rangers. He was like in a gang on a. He was one of the gang members on a park, and they were trying to get him to disperse, you know, go away from the park so where the kids can play and everything. It was whenever he took this formula or whatever and he was like Bruce Lee type of he's like Bruce Lee Urkel type thing. He had the whole suit and everything. It was pretty funny. But that's one. I mean, I know he's done some voice stuff, but I don't know if he's done like any anime though.
Yeah. But speaking of anime, is it too soon to Michael Fox the situation, or should we not Michael Fox the situation right now?
No, we're definitely gonna mention it.
Is now a good time though, or should we wait?
Yeah, we can. Like, I mean, it's in the process. Like he already said he's gonna do it, and it's in the process of getting done. So
do drum roll. No, never mind. All I got. It's all I got.
I don't know if that works.
No, it's not a drum roll. That's not a drum roll.
The triangle.
Anyway, what he's talking about, basically, our friend Michael Fox that did this lovely artwork.
He's been on the show. Go check that out. This is one of the old shows.
He's actually making a webtoon of us with powers and stuff. So like that's gonna be dope to get to look forward to.
Hey,
He gave us a little teaser. We're just waiting on him to
post it up.
let us know when it's posted, and then we'll let y'all know.
Absolutely perfect. That shit looks so good. As soon as I saw it, I was like, this is fucking dope, man. I'm so excited.
I was the same way. I was a big fan of, you know, not even my character. I was a big fan of Yoshi's character. He's like standing there with his hand and damn energy that coming out of his head. Yeah, I was like,
Yeah, dude.
That was dope.
It had a Dragon Ball feel to it, honestly, with the energy coming out of the hand like that. It's pretty dope.
What's so cool about this, guys, is just the fact that, and you can go back, watch our shows, watch our shows. But in previous shows, we would just joke around like, oh man, it'd be cool if, you know, Joey or Michael or somebody would make, you know, stuff about us, and we were kind of joking, because of course, you know, we were hoping, you know, that in the future, you know, Get Nerdy will transition to a lot more avenues across the board, you know, whatever. But the fact that it's come so soon is like, wow. It's like a little mind blowing here, you know. It's like, wow. It's like, am I still asleep? Pinch myself, no, I'm woke. So it's like, why do people pinch themselves anyway? Is that a thing? Like, if you're in your dream and you pinch, no, never mind. No, keep going. Yeah.
Yeah. And when I tell you, Mr. Mingo D's character, and you'll see it. You know, the fact that everybody's like in his palm, but it's like you see the face, it's like palm. It's dope. That whole picture was just dope.
The way that he draws is just amazing. As you can see back there. Wait.
Yeah, this is the drawings, but with us. So, yeah. So basically, look out for that. We will let you know when that gets put up too.
We might even voice it. I don't know if it's anime. Maybe one day anime. Y'all want anime? Y'all want anime, right? Of course you do. Yeah.
His page is it's art of Michael Fox, right?
Yes, it is.
Or Michael Fox art.
It's the art of Michael Fox.
Yeah. So that'll be where it's at.
Yep.
Well,
I'm kind of jealous of Hammer's voice though. He got that. So his voice gonna be like real dope if it's an anime. I'm like, just don't do his takes anymore. Focus on me, please.
Like, every time I punch somebody, it's like a punch and then
The other stuff that I have been possibly working on the side, whenever there was going to be like an edited curse word or whatever, I was thinking about getting a sound clip of you being like, yeah, and just insert that every time.
You should do it. You should totally do it.
Yeah.
To be fair, I stole it. Snake is like he's better at catching the moments to say yeah. I just like it because it just sounds cool.
What you talking about?
Yeah, I mean, I give credit where credit is due. I mean, it actually belongs to somebody else on Facebook and YouTube, but it's cooler now when we do it. So not all political and whatnot. Just go ahead and throw that out there. So every once in a while, or lots of once in a while, you get and sometimes you get the whole neck like he did. Yeah.
And it's funny because this isn't rehearsed. They just do that. Like I'm with these guys and they just do that. And I'm like, I want in, I want to do it. And I'm like off all the time. I'm like, yeah. And they're like, no, Migo. And I'm like,
he gets a couple. Don't let him. He gets a couple. There's been a few times where I was like, hey, it was right time. That was it.
Yeah, did it.
See? Hey. Celebratory yells are okay. They're okay.
All right. Are y'all done? Like, are you just going to cut in? We're already over time here.
Okay.
Yeah.
Shut up.
All right. This is going to end for the show. Unless Domingo's going to cut in again. Thank you for coming back out for this episode 25. I will mute you. Remember to go to YouTube and like, subscribe, and comment. That way we can get out here and find out what y'all want us to talk about. And we're still trying to find that some of y'all to get on here with us. We want to bring some people in. That way we can get some conversations going. But
it doesn't have to be about any of this stuff. It can be like just nerdy in general.
Any nerdy, like anything nerdy you want to talk about. Well, I'm down.
Just come on and talk about nerdy t-shirts. Like I have lots of them. We can totally talk about nerdy t-shirts.
I got nerdy belt buckles. I got some that I haven't ever wore. I'll give those away.
Oh, giving them away.
So the Facebook page is really doing well. The YouTube, it's getting there. We need more people to go and push that like button and subscribe. But yeah, thank you again. We're gonna see about getting Ray to.
It jumped up 5 more.
Yeah.
Hey.
Hammer is gonna actually kind of figure out how we're gonna do this giveaway. He'll let y'all know on probably post it on Facebook, and then we'll switch it over to post it on YouTube. But stay tuned for that, and we'll see you next Saturday. Oh, I forgot to ask y'all another question, but
no fuck.
No.
Here it fucking comes.
I guess it's out of there. I mean,
I'm gonna mute you.
I can't do it. I already ended the show. Can't do it. Save it for next time. Maybe I'll leave y'all on a little cliffhanger. What do women and noodles have in common?
The fuck?
They both wiggle while you eat them. I couldn't do the cliffhanger. I had to say it. All right, okay, bye.
Okay, bye.
Talk nerdy to me. Get nerdy with me.